Coming up on Murrow News 8, major flight delays as a result of the government shutdown. We'll tell you the effects of this order on airports.
And Greek life is dry the entire weekend. We'll tell you what the cause is, the dry weekend is. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
A Federal Aviation Administration emergency orders requires 40 selected airports across the United States to reduce their flight numbers during the current government shutdown. This order comes as air traffic controllers around the country continue to be strained by the government shutdown. Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, one of the 40 being affected, announced their cuts would start at 4% and gradually increase to the mandated 10% cuts.
Speaking of transportation inconveniences, finding a place to park on campus can feel like pulling teeth. Our reporter Addie spoke with a student experiencing these hassles, as well as the Associate Director of Transportation.
For many WSU students, finding a parking spot feels like a daily battle, and for some, that battle ends with a ticket. For Ella Ferguson, it's happened more than a dozen times.
I would feel really unsafe as a freshman girl, having to park all the way down where I could pay by the hour and walk up about 15 minutes to my dorm around close to midnight. So I would find somewhere closer to my dorm to park and get a citation for that.
Since 2021, annual parking violations have increased by nearly 14,000. Although some students view the rise as punitive or profit-driven, transportation services attribute it to an increase in enforcement officers and advancements in parking technology.
With this LPR license plate recognition, they're able to drive the vehicle through. It scans the license plate, lets them know, okay, these license plates are either paid or they're in compliance because they have a permit.
I'm here in the Q parking garage, the most ticketed lot on campus. And as you can see just right here, there's not one, not two, but 3 cars with parking violations.
In the 2024 fiscal year, transportation services brought in just under $1 million from parking enforcement. That revenue goes towards staff salaries, parking lot maintenance, and a reserve fund for future projects.
You know, we try not to be excessive. Our goal is to help support student needs. So making sure space is available, that it's reliable, that it's affordable, that stuff is safe, and that it's accessible.
Gabby encourages students to utilize the feedback form on the transportation service website. Reporting from Pullman, I'm Addison Wong, Murrow News 8.
Thanks, Addie. There was an ice sighting in Pullman on Wednesday afternoon at around 12:30 p.m. A WSU student posted about this on their social media and said that they were seen in a dark gray SUV with a Chevy Washington license plate, antennas, and a large computer screen on their dashboard. There was also a white man spotted in a duty vest.
In Idaho, convicted killer Brian Kohberger, the man who murdered 4 University of Idaho students, is now pushing back on paying more restitution to the victims' families. He already agreed to cover nearly $29,000 in funeral costs, but his lawyers say he can't afford another $3,000 for the victims' earns. The judge pointed out that Kohberger has received thousands of dollars in donations while in jail. A final ruling on the payment is expected soon.
The WSU Greek life community is honoring the life of Sam Martinez this weekend. Our reporter Norma Fulweiler has more information on why students are partaking in this dry weekend.
I don't know, it was pretty bad for the kids who couldn't handle alcohol.
Did they not let you leave until you finished it?
Correct. It was kind of a deal breaker for me, and that's the main reason why I left Greek.
That audio clip was from an interview of a young man whose opinion on Greek life will never be positive again after he was hazed at a fraternity party in 2023. In fact, hazing is the exact reason that this fraternity house is closed indefinitely. The house in question is at 710 Northeast Linden Street, and it was home to 2 separate fraternities before closing its doors. First was Alpha Tau Omega, and then a few years later, though I couldn't find a picture of it, was Alpha Sigma Phi. But both of these fraternities were kicked off of Washington State University's campus after separate hazing reports had been filed, one in 2019 and the other in 2024. The house hosted the tragic death of Sam Martinez, who died in 2019 as the result of a hazing ritual. Because of that, the school hosts Sam's Weekend in November every year to honor him. The weekend hosts the following rules. For all Greek members, there is no drug or alcohol usage, and no Greek parties will be held. There are many stories that could show the importance of taking hazing seriously and why we honor people like Sam Martinez. Our source from earlier shares his experience with hazing.
Well, it was my first week of college, and I was told to show up to this party, and when I showed up, they taped 2 Four Locos to each hand and had us drink them within the hour. And I did fine, but there were a lot of people there that weren't quite my size who struggled with that. I saw a lot of other people that were passing out in lawn chairs and just throwing up everywhere. I think it's embarrassing and not really fun.
So if Greek chapters can't find an alternative to their hazing habits, they'll have to stay under lock and key. Reporting from Greek Row, I'm Norma Fulweiler with Murrow News 8.
Our very own Cougar Health Service has eliminated their in-house lab. This change means students are now required to travel off campus for services like blood work. Our reporter called CHS yesterday. When asking the phone representative why services were discontinued, the representative replied she was, quote, unsure. We will update you with a report early next week.
In other health news, WSU has officially suspended an online course that reportedly teaches anti-transgender medical ideologies. The classes were provided by the Society for Evidence-Based Gender Medicine and were accredited by WSU's medical education program. The SEGM, which operates as a nonprofit and aims to promote, quote, evidence-based principles in gender-affirming medicine.
Coming up, find out about a new bakery opening up in Pullman.
And see how you can demo a new video game being released on campus in the Arts Building up next.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back. Pullman Sacred Heart Church is hosting a free dinner tonight for those affected by the government shutdown. The church, who partnered with Grocery Outlet for the event, will be serving spaghetti not only this Friday, but every Friday that the shutdown persists. The dinners will be hosted at 5:30 p.m.
Calling all savory lovers, a charcuterie shop is coming to Pullman. Gabagool Charcuterie will open its doors on Saturday at 12 p.m. and is located right in downtown Pullman. This shop will offer a variety of artisan cheeses, gourmet crackers, tinned fish, and elegant glassware.
Pullman is gaining a whole lot of new businesses. After getting your charcuterie meats and cheeses, you can head to the new bakery opening up. Our reporter Connor spoke with the owner of Flower Power Bakery to learn more about the sweet treat destination.
The day is just getting started, but the smell of sugar and butter already fills the air at Pullman's newest sweet spot, Flower Power Bakery.
I spent my entire first day just peeling apples and chopping apples for apple pie. And at the end of the day, even just doing that, I was like, yeah, this is great. This is what I want to do.
Owner Michaela Heisler didn't grow up baking, but after that baking itch hit after graduating from WSU, what started as a side project in her apartment turned into a business selling cakes to WSU families, and later a booth at the Moscow Farmers Market.
It was always like in 5 years I can open, in 5 years I can open, and every year I was saying that, and then kind of in halfway through my first Moscow Farmers Market season, it was like, oh, this could really happen.
Heisler says moving from a farmer's market to a downtown bakery is more than just about growth. It is also about staying rooted in the Pullman community. And the proof is in the pastry. So good. Her vibrant designs and unique decor reflect her personality and the creativity she brings to every pastry.
I was definitely worried as I was like putting unicorn fabric on the wall and painting everything pink, and I was like, is this too much? Like, am I am I being too much right now? But I was like, no, this is how people know me. I haven't tried to hide any of this.
Local business owner Melissa Johnson has been ordering from Heisler since 2021, when she was still baking in her apartment, and says Heisler not only makes delicious sweets, but also cares about the Pullman community.
I think she has a heart for philanthropic work in the community too. I was doing something when we had a really, really low budget for foster kiddos in the community, and I asked her if she would donate baked goods, and she did.
For Heisler, baking allows her to send a positive message.
And I have a sweatshirt that says baking is my love language, and like as cliche as that sounds, it's true. Like, it's kind of how I show people that I care, that I love them.
That's the kind of flower power keeping Pullman a little bit sweeter. Connor Seiferling, Murrow, News 8.
Speaking of new developments, a local video game designer has added an interactive experience to WSU Pullman campus. Assistant professor and game designer Diamond Beverly Porter has released a playable demo in the Department of Fine Arts of her new game, Rhythm and Rope. The decision-based game is centered around Double Dutch, set in the early 2000s in a Dallas suburb. Beverly Porter's objective for the game was to focus on Black voices and culture. Located on the first floor of the Fine Arts Hall, the exhibition has an old-school style arcade game of the demo that is free to play.
Coming up, the darker evenings have taken a toll on Wazoo's student mental health. Find out how after the break.
And we might finally be catching a break from the rain. Our weatherman Alex has more details coming up.
Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text to emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfies. Nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on, man, let's split a ride home.
This past weekend, the clocks went back an hour and we kissed an hour of evening sunshine goodbye. Our reporter Ella spoke with a WSU student on how the early darkness affects her academics and mental health.
This past weekend, 48 states turned the clocks back an hour to re-enter daylight saving time.
Cutting out the extra hour of light definitely has an impact on people and their mental health.
This was Washington State University's campus a week ago at 4:30 p.m. This is it now. Same time, however, it is after the clocks turn back. I talked with Kayla Wood, a student at WSU who has classes later in the day. She shares her opinions on how the clocks turning back can affect a person.
It gives me less motivation to do things since there's no sunshine out to motivate me and put me in a good mood.
Is there a direct link between daylight savings and seasonal depression? Scientists have said that with less daylight, it does put a damper on people's moods. Sunlight helps make us happy, releases endorphins. When it's dark outside and there's less daylight, people's moods tend to come down.
I think the combination of the dark and the cold definitely puts people in like less happy moods, and that can lead to like seasonal depression and make it a lot worse.
I'm Ella Price reporting in Pullman with Murrow, News 8.
Thanks, Ella. Well, I don't know about you, Payne, but getting out of class at 5 and it being pitch black and cold has not been fun.
I completely agree. I've been walking back to my car shivering. Alex, how cold is it going to get this weekend?
Thanks, guys. I'm Alex Dorfler with your weather today. And you know what? Last week, it was very cold and it was dark and you could put those sunglasses away. But for these upcoming days, including today, you can put them right back on. We got sun. Today, it's actually looking pretty nice out, 49 degrees. And the one thing that will get you is that wind, 18-mile-per-hour southeast wind, which does make it feel colder. If we look for tomorrow, we also got some sun, partly cloudy, but still in the 50s, which is nice. This weather really has turned around from last week being completely snowy. And another 7-mile-per-hour wind. I'm golfing tomorrow, so that might come into effect, but it's okay. We still got sunshine. Looking across the state, sunshine, they're all going to be wearing their glasses too. West side, you know, 50, 55s. That's pretty nice out. Middle of the state, we got also 50s, high 50s in the Tri-Cities, but some wind there. And then looking over here on the west side, Spokane, Pullman, pretty much the same sunny weather. I'm enjoying it, I know that. Let's look across the week. So today, or tomorrow, we got sunny, Sunday, cloudy, some more clouds. Tuesday, keep the glasses on for Tuesday. And then Wednesday, back down to cloudy, but solid temperatures across the board, 50s. I personally enjoy the 50s a lot more than the rain. Like Peyton said, shivering, walking to his car after classes is not my favorite. I can maybe I would say hoodie and shorts weather or pants and a shirt. Jet, our sportsman who we'll get to next, he's crazy. He wears shorts in any temperature, even when it's snowing. I swear he comes to class wearing shorts. But yeah, just enjoy this nice weather while it lasts because it won't last for long. Back to you guys at the desk.
It's a big day in college football tomorrow. Our sports anchor Jet has the top games of the week.
And WSU has the youngest player in women's college basketball. Find out who, up next.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
years,
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
Welcome to the Murrow News Sports. I'm Jet Hatch. The WSU football team has a bye this week, but there are 3 ranked matchups in college football this Saturday. The Tortillas will be flying during College Game Day Saturday morning when number 7 BYU travels to Lubbock, Texas to take on 8th-ranked Texas Tech. The game immediately follows Game Day on ABC. At 12:30 p.m., number 20 Iowa hosts 9th-ranked Oregon for a battle to stay in the playoff picture on CBS, and 3rd-ranked Texas A&M will try to not step on a rake in Como when number 22 Missouri will start their 3rd-string quarterback Matt Zollers due to injury on ABC. The Washington State Cougars shut out the San Francisco Dons 3-0 at home in their final regular season match. Jordan Young opened the scoring and added a second in the first half, and senior Maggie Mace sealed it with a penalty in the second. Meanwhile, goalkeeper Zora Standifer helped hold it down with 6 saves for her season-high shutout. The Cougs now head on the road for the season finale on Saturday against Pacific at 1 p.m. Cougar soccer will play its last game of the season tomorrow in Stockton, California against the Pacific Tigers. The Cougars rebounded from 2 1-0 losses in a row and beat San Francisco 3-0. Coach Schulenberger had some words about the team's performance ahead of the last game of the season.
They're hungry. They're still competing. You know, last Saturday, got punches a little bit. We were still in the chance for the running there, and that's what happened. So, but if we got the effort and attention, these girls will close it out here, hopefully Saturday at Pacific as well.
After a tough loss, their first game of the season, the Cougar men's team is looking to rebound. The Cougars play today at 4 p.m. in what some are calling the Battle of the Splash Bros. That is because the duo of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, a.k.a. the Splash Bros, went to Davidson and Washington State respectively. WSU women's basketball has had an underwhelming 0-2 start. On Wednesday, they lost to UNLV in a 13-point game. They will have a chance to get in the win column tomorrow in a game against Southern Utah University at 1 p.m. WSU women's team has faced Southern Utah basketball 4 times in 19 years. Malvina Haziri checked into the second quarter yesterday against UNLV. Haziri is the youngest player in NCAA women's hoops at 16 years old. She turned 17 years old on December 30th. Washington State seniors Eva Alvarez-Sandi and Maxine Murphy won their singles matches Thursday at the 2025 ITA Sectional Championships. Murphy defeated Stanford's Sine Myung 6-4, 6-1 in the first round, and Alvarez-Sandi beat Washington's Jermaine Sharif 6-2, 3-6, 6-3 to advance to the second round. Murphy will face UW's Erica Matsuda in Friday's second round, while Alvarez-Sandi will meet California's Berta Pasola Fulch, the tournament's 5 seed. 6 singles players will qualify for the NCAA Singles Championship, the 4 semifinalists and 2 quarterfinal playoff winners. Week 10 of the NFL season kicked off last night with a low-scoring Thursday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The Broncos won the game 10-7. The Sunday football slate is expected to be a good one with key matchups. The most anticipated matchups are between the San Francisco 49ers and the LA Rams, and the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers.
Today is a unique holiday started by the NFL. Find out what it is and how we're celebrating up next after the break.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
Well, today is National Jersey Day. Getting excited for the weekend upcoming with sports. What are your guys' favorite jerseys?
Yeah, so I was in elementary and middle school, quote unquote, Jersey boy. From 2nd grade to about 7th grade, I wore a new jersey every day. I would repeat them, but like I would never wear the same jersey twice. I, at one point, had like 70 jerseys. I would wear them during school concerts, Thanksgiving dinner, graduations. It literally did not matter. My dad like found some fake jersey website off of China, but they would come hand stitched and they were like in such high quality. Like they stole them just straight out of like the NFL and MLB and NBA's like storage. It was awesome. I had so many.
What's your favorite jersey?
I was a big throwback guy because, you know, players get traded. And so like I had a really cool, like I had Barry guy, like I loved my Barry Bonds jersey. My Curry's no longer throwback, but like he's not a throwback, but like Curry jersey was always a classic. Clay jersey. Actually got my Clay jersey signed here by Klay Thompson.
I was there too.
Yeah, he was right with me. It was awesome. But my closet still is full of jerseys.
Yeah, I have 2 jerseys that are my favorite. I have a black Motor City Jahmyr Gibbs jersey and an Austin Eckler Chargers jersey. Pretty sweet. What about you guys? What kind of jersey you got in the locker room?
Well, I'm a Seattle guy, so I'm sticking to Seahawks, Mariners, Jake Bobo. I love Jake Bobo. If you're watching this, Jake Bobo, I love you. And that's got to be my favorite. Jet, what about you?
I have a Knicks jersey, I have a Karl Anthony Towns jersey, and then I have a Chris Paul Clippers jersey.
I like
but
that.
For the most part, everybody knows I'm the college guy, so I don't really have much college stuff.
Yeah, I think I had a Chris Paul Bobcats jersey. That's a throwback. Had a, for all you old heads, like Jack Lambert from the Steelers. That's a crazy one. Like, he had no teeth. I loved him. Is the Motor City one? That's the black one. The black Jahmyr Gibbs. Those are cool.
It was when he was number 26 too. Now he's number 0. So
I think
not as cool.
I think 26 is cooler because that's like a more authentic running back number.
Well, great. Thank you. That is all the time we have today. Have a good night, and we'll see you guys later.